Hello folks, I had a request in one of my videos. I want to say it was smelting lead to make bullets from on the equipment that I use. It's been quite a while since I've done videos, and I apologize for that. I've been working third shift, so I really haven't had the chance to do much of anything. Plus, I just got my new reloading building set up, so I moved out of the basement of the house into a 10 by 16 building. End of the video, I'll give you a quick look around of my new setup. But right now, this is basically what I use. So I'm going to go ahead and take the camera off the pod. So I'm sorry that there's going to be movement, but I wanted to show this gentleman what my setup looks like. And basically, my heat source, let me move some of this right here out of the way. My heat source is basically a turkey fryer. And this is what you'll find quite a few casters using to clean their wheel weights with. It's just a stand. Well, I call it a turkey fryer, but my parents used this years ago down at the beach. Put a big old pot on it. Shrimp, crab, potatoes, cream of potato soup, what have you. Just made a big old stew out of it. Tastes really good. Right here you got the hose with the regulator. It just hooks up to a regular propane tank. A 20-pound tank or whatever size tank you want to use. I use a 20-pound off my grill. And the hose is long enough to where I can sit it way off to one side and not have to worry about it. The regulator, you can set how high the flame is, how low the flame is. It's where a thermometer will come in handy. You want it less than 700 degrees so that you don't melt any zinc or anything like that. And of course the famous corn cob mold. Everybody loves corn, especially silver corn. Just make sure you got a good dental plan. Some of the other equipment I use. This is a cast iron skillet. It's a cheap one. I bought at Magic Mart. I'm not going to use a real good cast iron skillet. I use those for cooking. And then I've got this ladle here. Actually, it's not a ladle. It's kind of a whole spoon that allows me to get all the clips and things out of the lead and let the lead go back into the pot. I bought this particular one at Walmart, and I just put a bend in the handle. It's stainless steel, I reckon. Just gonna be able to dip it in. And I also have this one, and it works as well. And a buddy of mine in Missouri, Mo Hunter, I still use this one. I use it quite a bit, but I use paraffin wax to get all the lead and stuff out, try to take good care of it. He made this for me. That's a dessert cup he got at Walmart. He made this handle and he pop riveted onto the cup. It works great. I actually did a shout out video for it. I love this little thing. I hold on to it and I still use it. And Mo, if you're out there and you're watching my video, here it is, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. It means a whole lot to me. I still like it. And that's basically my smelting setup. And then for my casting setup, I got this Lee 20-pound pot. You see it's still got some lead in it. I've got this It's a Black & Decker buffet range. I use that to preheat my molds. My molds is warming up while this pot's warming up. I also use this to melt my stuff that I use to make a lube. And some of the ingredients. So I've got this beeswax, raw beeswax. And I've got paraffin wax. This paraffin wax you can get Walmart or any supermarket. It's in the canning aisle. They use that for canning, of course. Beeswax, I got this on eBay. I got 4 things of those. Also, in lieu of this, I've got an old crock pot that I use to melt lube in. There's some more. This is Gulf Wax. Gulf Wax is paraffin wax. And this is what you'll find it listed under at your store. Vaseline for some of your lube recipes. Oil treatments. People who like to pan lube, I've got a pan for that. I even pan lube inside one of these old red plastic bins. There's some stick-on wheel weights. There's some rejects from my swaging. So, oh, and you know, here's all my molds. I got mold handles. This is a 309 diameter, 180 grain. It's a 312. It's going to be a single cavity, 160 grain. And this is my 9mm, 120 grain, 356 diameter. And well, I've got make that 2 309 diameters. So that's just some of the molds I've got. Another equipment, safety glasses. I had a face shield, but my big overweight butt, I went to sit down and I crunched them. That's what you get for weighing more than the poundage the face shields will hold. Welding gloves. I got a good set of welding gloves. I use those. I also use these gloves. They don't protect as well as the welding gloves, but they do good for holding molds and things like that. As far as sizing and lubricating, I've got, in one of my videos I had a Lyman 4500. I've also got a RCBS Lube-O-Matic. It's not the Lube-O-Matic 2, this is the original version. I could probably do a video on it one day. So, I'm also thinking about getting rid of that. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about, I'm looking for shotgun holes, Remington STS's, either nitros, the gold holes, or the green holes. But, that's the extent of what I use to cast with. It's not really much. So I hope that answers one of your questions. And I'll get these put away. And then I'll show you an update on my reloading shop.